hello guys, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful to be sharing this divine, sacred space with you today. So, today we are going to find out what you can expect to come your way during the month of November, okay? We will be taking a look at the overall energies of the upcoming month, your love life, your career life, your home life, basically, fucking everything. So, I'm very excited to get into this. We have three groups here. This is group one with the card transformation. This is group two with the card patience. And this is group three with the card strength, all right? So really meditate on the cards and see what your heart feels most drawn to, okay? And I always, sorry for the shake-up. I always say that, your first guess, your first feeling, the first card you're drawn to is most likely the group that will resonate, okay? So just putting it out there, but let your heart guide you. Take as much time as you need. I will have the timestamps provided down below in the description box as well as in the comment section. And I cannot wait to welcome you at your selected group, okay? I'm gonna go now and I will let you choose. Bye. Alright, hello group number one. Welcome to your November predictions reading. So let's find out what the fuck you can expect to come your way during the month ahead, okay? So you chose the group with the card transformation, and it says be open to change. So right off the bat, what I can already tell you guys is that you can expect a new season, a new, transformation, a change in your November, especially with this new moon eclipse, with this sun new moon eclipse thing that's happening next week on October 25th. There's a lot of change coming your way, all right? It's kind of like inevitable, this new season, the universe is like, bitch, we need a new season, okay? You cannot stay in this right now. You need to move on, create a new chapter for yourself, okay? Even if you don't like it, even if you don't want to, leave where you're at right now, honey, there's gonna be changes coming your way, and it's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be prosperous, it's gonna be life-changing, like literally, okay? So this is beautiful. And I feel like, since you chose this, you're very open for change, I feel like very little people who chose this group are actually not open for change. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm ready for this new life chapter. I'm ready for this new season. Let's get it, right? There's a lot of fire as well. A lot of fire energy, which is kind of weird because, it's the Scorpio season, all of that. But there is a fire within you that is meant to be unleashed, okay? That is truly meant to be unleashed. So I do want to pull you guys an oracle card before we dive into the tarot reading, just to see what needs to come through. We have the card, the Mother Awakens. Ooh, compassion, nurture, and guidance. So I feel like for some of you guys, you might actually be going through some kind of awakening, because we also have the green man here. Okay, and with this card imagery, I also feel like you're being called to work on your heart chakra, especially during the month of November, okay? If you have been feeling stuck and you feel like it's hard for you to move on from things, start working on your heart chakra, okay? invite love back into your life, especially within your chest. Are you taking enough deep ass breaths? Are you, doing things you love? Are you doing enough of that? Because sometimes we can get so caught up within our day-to-day life and we just forget to do the things we love, forget to do the things that are good for our body and our heart. You're also being called to do some, chest yoga, you know. If you're into yoga, that might be a very good time to do that right now. Just to open up that fucking heart chakra, honey, because you need to be open. Your heart chakra needs to be open in order to receive this change more easily, okay? So that's on that. So let's get into your tarot reading. And yes, obviously, I'm choosing a green tarot deck today. Just for you, okay? Just to unlock that fucking heart chakra. So let's see. Spirit group number one, what needs to be heard? What needs to come through? What can they expect? We have the Nine of Wands. Ooh. Okay, as I said, fire, bitch. Okay, there's a lot of fire coming your way. Okay, so what else needs to come through, Spirit? Connect with me, huh? Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm really getting the energy that you guys need to take a look at your life and ask yourself what is draining you, what is blocking you, and what is not doing you any good in the long run. Right now, you're being called to let go of certain routines, let go of certain situations and people that are draining you, and I will not get too much into this because we hear it all the time, let go of shit that no longer serves you, blah, blah, blah. Yes, we know. But this time around, if you truly want this new chapter, you want this new start, ask yourself, like, do you have healthy daily routines? Or are you just spending your days off watching Netflix, doing absolutely nothing? Which, by the way, I'm not judgmental. I'm not judging you for that because sometimes, oh honey, it's needed, okay? But just make sure to not overdo that. Make sure to give your soul and head some space and solitude from time to time where you do absolutely nothing. Maybe it's time for you to challenge yourself to just sit, in front of a window, look outside with a cup of tea every day and do nothing, like absolutely nothing, instead of sipping that fucking tea for like 10 to 15 minutes, right? You are being called to reprogram a bit of your um, brain, if that makes sense, because your brain has been fucking everywhere, and it has been very drained because you keep trying to focus on everything at once, and it's just not, it's bringing you down more than it's evolving you, because sometimes we have certain routines, like it's like was like that for me for like the past 2 years, right? Um, it was like every single evening I would be like, okay, I'm done with the day. It's time for Netflix now. And I was so depending on that to get that dopamine push and all of that, I would not be satisfied if I weren't able to watch my show. And that was so fucking crazy, So just really ask yourself, what are you dependent on that's not really healthy? Maybe it's also social media, checking up on other people, what the fuck they're doing, and really ask yourself, does that really, really bring you joy? Just make sure you're not overspending your time on distractions. It's totally fine to do it every once in a while, right? Like no judgment. This is part of this new world we live in, right? With the internet and everything is moving at a fast pace, you cannot ignore it at this point, because it's kind of like a part of life now. But it's important for you to return to your roots from time to time and just do absolutely nothing, honey, okay? So once you start doing that, once you start creating space within your day-to-day life, just to let your mind wander. And it doesn't need to be a crazy thick meditation where you sit down and light a billion candles. and burn sage and listen to, heart chakra frequencies. If that's your thing, do it by all means, because that can be very amazing as well. But if you're not really into that, if you don't like meditating, just force yourself to sit there with a cup of tea and do nothing, because that is a meditation in itself as well. Okay, start creating space in your day-to-day life in order to receive these new changes. So what else needs to come through? We have the card Strength, okay? I love that. So as I said, honey, there's so much fire energy. It's insane. There's so much fire energy coming your way, things happening fast, finally starting to realize your inner fire. It's like you're Bloom from the fucking Wings Saga show, and you just realize you have the fucking dragon flame. Like, honey, you are leveling up big time, okay? You are leveling up, and there's a boost of confidence coming your way as well during the month of November. If you have been feeling like insecure, been making yourself small, just know it's gonna change up, okay? Maybe during the month ahead, it's a good idea for you to, switch up your style, you know, um, get your hair done, or have a new skincare routine, or work out more often. Working out is definitely coming through here, you guys, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you need to go to the gym or whatever. You can just do home workouts. Like, honey, there's a billion free workout videos on YouTube you have access to at all times. Okay, so don't act like you don't have the means to work out, or you don't have the availability to do that, because honey, you do. Okay, you do. It's time to get your ass up and get that energy, that life force energy within you flowing. Okay, so maybe it's time to do like hot yoga, or like just simple home workouts. It's just, I always do them, and after that I just feel so energetic and reborn, basically. So you need to incorporate more of that as well, okay? And you can start small, even if it's just a 5 or 10 minutes per day. Like, no one is judging you. No one is keeping track of how much you work out or how good you are. It's only your mind, okay? So just maybe it's the time to get into that, honey, okay? So what needs to be heard? We have, oh my fucking gosh, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Three of Fire. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that there is going to be a huge level up when it comes to your psychic abilities, and also expect some crazy intense dreams, you guys. Okay, I'm not even kidding. Your dream world, you know, your astral realm shit is gonna be on fire during the month ahead, okay? Like, I don't know what the fuck you're up to on the astral realm when you sleep, but honey, it's insane. It's wild. Like, you're on a mission. Like, every time you go to sleep, you're like, okay, I'm on a mission. I need to do this and that. And, you are booked and busy in your dreams. Like, you are literally, like, just expect some crazy dreams. And it's gonna be beautiful. It's not gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm, nightmare shit. No. This is gonna be positive. This is gonna be enlightening. This is gonna be, very beautiful. Also, if you're someone who likes to connect with angels, definitely expect some more synchronicities coming from them during the month ahead, okay? I feel like if you have been trying to connect with angels, or if you have been getting into connecting with angels, um, excuse me, if you have been getting into that, angelic realms and blah, 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 they will start connecting with you, honey, okay? I definitely see that. So also keep an eye out for white moths, okay? That's also what I'm getting. Then we have We have the Ten of Fire, the Two of Water, and the Four of Pentacles. So there's a spirit diving into your love life right now. Okay? By the way, I have no fucking idea how to like organize these cards, so just bear with me. So I feel like there's a lot of blockages that are currently involving your love life. Maybe you wanted to go on a date with someone and it just has not happened yet, and you're questioning everything, and you're like, bitch, when is this happening? You know, when is love coming? When am I going on a fun date again? We have the charity as well, right? Spirit wants you to look behind your own illusions and which illusions you still have connected to love. Do you, do you have a past belief system that you're still holding on to that's like, love means drama. Love means it's gonna end. Love means, it will kick me in the ass. Love means, drama, you know? Or love means I have to hide my true authentic self. What is it? What lies do you keep telling yourself, honey? Especially when it comes to love. What is it? Really do some shadow work on that, because love wants to come through. But you have some old ass limiting beliefs when it comes to love. You're like, if you think that if you want love, you have to chase someone. Bitch, that's not your nature. That's not your nature at all. You don't fucking chase. If I see you chasing someone, why the fuck are you here? We are not doing this, okay? We are not here to do impulsive decisions out of anger because someone ghosted you or some shit like that, right? Um, you guys really need to have a wake-up call when it comes to love. You are not meant to chase anyone, okay? And you've been wondering why you've been so fucking burned out, because you have this entirely wrong idea when it comes to relationships. You're like, true love means that I have to fight and chase for this person. No, they have to fight for you, okay? But there's no chasing. No more chasing, because it's fucking draining. And if you keep trying to hold on to someone, obviously they will run away, because that's fucking unattractive, okay? I'm calling you out here, but this needs to be heard. You know, being chased is not nice, especially when it's like anxiously attached and all of that shit. And listen, I've had my past with that. Like, I was insane. I was the most insane bitch when it came to chasing people and being anxiously attached to people. But honey, we're not doing that anymore. Okay? We are not doing that anymore. What really helped me out of that was practicing self-love, being disciplined with my self-love, building up on my confidence, realizing that love means, flow state. Love means peace. Love should bring you joy instead of having you to chase someone or overthink shit or ask yourself, oh my gosh, like, why didn't they call me back? Or haven't they texted me yet? That's your anxiously attached self speaking. That's your inner child speaking who's still hurt. So I feel like during the month of November, it might also be a very good idea for you to do some inner child work and fucking realize that you're amazing and you don't need to chase someone. Like, are you kidding? You know? We don't do that. And I see you setting yourself free. Okay, I see you setting yourself free and blooming into a new version of yourself with this transformation. And then we also have oh my gosh, you're kidding, the Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands. I'm telling you, group number 2, during the month of November, you will start building up this extremely new version of yourself, especially when it comes to relationships. You'll finally realize your own worth, your confidence, how amazing you are. You will finally fucking realize that. You will be like, oh my fucking gosh. Like, I have this fire within me. I deserve to be, fought for. I deserve to just lay back and relax and focus on myself and let other people come to me. You don't need to chase, okay? Oh gosh, I'm like getting angry because you're so amazing. You're so brilliant, beautiful, and talented. And every time this love situation comes around, you want to make yourself small and insecure and save someone. I literally just wanted to say save someone. If you always want to save people, that is not your job, okay? Unless you're a therapist and you get paid to do it. But otherwise, honey, it's not your job to save people. We also have the Ten of Swords. As I said, if you continue doing this, you might burn yourselves out, okay? You might burn yourselves out. You don't want to do this. Oh gosh. You guys, I'm really just like, it's like there's so much internal drama going on for you right now. And you're like, you have had no chance to rest, to sit the fuck down and be at peace. And this might actually have to involve, other people who've hurt you in the past, which you haven't gotten over yet and all of that, right? There's just so much that's connected with your relationship life. But I'm telling you, you guys, Three of Pentacles and Justice, there's balance coming your way. If you have been like, oh my fucking gosh, this person hurt me so much in the past, why are they happy? Why are they living the life of my dreams? Why do they get everything they want? And why do they get away with this? Maybe some of you guys have been asking yourselves that, right? But just know, karma is always coming around. What goes around comes around. Always, okay? It's just like that. You don't have to wish someone a negative shit, right? You don't have to do that. You can just rely on karma because it will always come around, whether it's good or bad or neutral, whatever, right? But right now you're being called to focus on yourself and don't ask yourself, like, what is this person up to now? How did they just move on from that? Honey, emotionally unavailable people don't need to move on because they never got into something emotional in the first place. They never did. They are always on the run. They are always moving on. So don't ask yourself questions like, how do they move on so fast? Because they literally don't. They're always on the run. They never settled. So if someone never settles, how the fuck can they move on, But anyway, so I do want to pour some love and light into this situation, into your love life. So let's see who's coming your way, okay? Like your next relationship. This doesn't necessarily have to happen in November because I feel like really the focus for you guys is to focus on your healing first and being okay with being alone and letting go of all of those attachments because, honey, you don't deserve them. You're amazing. And I just saw 222, okay? You're amazing just the way you are. And it's a shame you're making yourself so small, okay? So that is the focus in your November, healing that smallness. But I do want to see that once you heal it, who's coming your way next? Oh my gosh. Hello, we have the card Libra. And the fifth house, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. So I feel like this person is very committed when it comes to you, okay? And when it comes to your love. So I don't even want to get too deep into this, but just know that there is someone on the horizon for you who is committed to you and your relationship together, who, will give you the spice and the trust that you need in a love situation, right? I definitely see that coming for you guys. especially with Libra. It's literally the sign of love, you know? But as I said, I don't want to go too deep into this because I really, really do feel like your main focus during the month of November is healing old patterns when it comes to relationships. So I'm putting this pile away now, and we're going to be taking a look at your career life, all right? So we have the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here. I feel like you guys have recently either, moved on from a job that was really draining you, that was really burning you out, that was stressing you, that was giving you anxiety. There's a lot of energy still of anxiety when it comes to your career life, when it comes to your finances, your money. You have been stressing about this as well. It's like there's a lot of stress surrounding money, finances, and all of that for you, right? But what you don't realize, there's a fresh new beginning coming into your life as well, and that is one of the blessings you can expect during the month of November, honeys. Okay, there's a light shining into your career life. Okay, letting go of all of the bullshit that is still in your career life, and then just letting the light pour back in. Because with the Page of Pentacles, there's a new start coming in your career life. I can promise you that, okay? You will be offered a position where you are actually taking the lead, okay? You are finally going to, be focused on your, yes, oh my gosh, excuse me, let me show you. We have the Nine of Swords and the Fortune's Wheel. So I'm telling you, you have really, in the past, you were really, really surrounded by a lot of drama, especially when it came to your work, right? A lot of people who were complete bullshit and assholes, and you were surrounded by a lot of stress and anxiety and just bad people in general. During November, it's going to change because the Fortune's Wheel is on your side. The universe will show it to you that they're on your side. They're always on your side, but this November you will actually start feeling it, okay? So that's on that. So let's see what the overall astrological energies are for your career life. During the month of November, we have Pluto transformation. You guys, I'm telling you that with this new moon eclipse happening next week, from the day I'm filming this, your main focus is going to be your career life. There's a huge shift coming into your career life, you guys. Okay? There's a huge ass shift. It's going to change shit up, and I really, really do feel like at the end of the year, you're going to look at your career life and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm at a completely different place right now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm no longer in this, stressful, anxious state. You are finally transformed. Also, I'm getting taking a leap of faith. Don't be afraid to take a leap of faith, especially within your job life, within your career life. That is so important for you guys right now. Oh my fucking gosh, okay? So, group number one, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know if this resonates. I would love to know. I'd love to know what your situation is, especially within your love life. Like, hello, these messages were so fucking tough. I hope you didn't take anything personal. But I hope this gave you lots of clarity and messages you needed. So have a wonderful month ahead, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Alright, hello group number two, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So let's find out what the fuck you can expect to come your way during the month of November, okay? So we're gonna be taking a look into your love life, your career life, your home life, basically whatever needs to come through. So we're starting off your reading with the card Patience. Through the darkness to the light. So, honey, I feel like with this energy, I really, really sense that you have been going through some major dark times recently. If the month of October has not been looking that joyful and light and happy and beautiful for you. Expect shit to change during the month of November, okay? I feel like during the month of November, you will finally start arriving at the end of the tunnel, at the light of the tunnel, all right, at the motherfucking unicorn rainbow land, basically, okay? Because that shit awaits you after all of this darkness you went through, you guys, okay? You'll finally start um, experiencing the lightful side of life again, okay? If you have been struggling recently and if you have been feeling this heavy depressional state, just know that November is gonna look completely different. And I keep seeing stars for you, a light burning North Star guiding you throughout the month of November. Expect miracles to come the fuck in. Expect wonders and miracles and just this lightful energy coming back into your life during the month of November, you guys. So let's pull you guys another oracle card before we dive into the tarot cards. Spirit, what needs to be heard, what needs to come through? Also, I want you guys to know this is a specific message, but it needs to come through right now. There are certain people in your life who are not giving you a voice, who are not hearing you out, who are not letting you speak your truth. It is your job to cut them out. If someone is making you feel not heard, if someone, heard as an Heard, right? If someone is not making you feel like you are actually being heard and listened to, it's time to cut them out because you have a voice. You deserve to be heard. You deserve for other people to understand and listen to you. All right? For other people to respect your voice and hear you out, bitch, okay? You have a voice. So we have the card Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, origin. So there's a new beginning coming your way, and it's so beautiful because this card, it has a lot of blue energy, so a lot of blue vibes, basically, right? So this is really connected to your throat chakra. And in group number 1, we had the heart chakra focus, and now the throat chakra is coming through here, especially with you needing to voice and speak your truth to people, and cut anyone out who is literally not able to receive your truth and to hear your voice out. There's a new beginning, oh my gosh, and the stuttering begins. There's a new beginning when it comes to your throat chakra, the way you use your voice, the way you communicate. It's very big for you guys during the month of November. So, with that being said, let's see what the tarot cards have to tell you. But before I dive in, I will take a sip of my matcha latte. Okay, let's get right into it. So, let's see what needs to come through, what needs to be heard. We have the King of Water and the Moon here. Group number 2. During the month of November, I really, really do feel like you are being called to trust your instincts more. You're being called to trust your emotions and to trust yourself more. I feel like, especially if you have been hanging out with people who make you feel like you cannot trust yourself, who make you feel like you do not have a voice. And I'm getting this ring within my left ear, and this really only happens when a message is extremely fucking important, you guys. You are taking your microphone back during the month of November, metaphorically speaking, okay? You guys are taking it back. You guys are singing your own song. You guys are going to finally start trusting that inner guidance within you instead of pushing it away. You guys will finally start accepting your shadow side, accepting your emotions, accepting the way you feel and think, and accept it, accept it, accept it. There's so much fucking acceptance coming your way. You guys will finally start respecting yourself to a point where you will literally walk away from anyone who's not giving you a voice. This is a big, big message here. Okay? Do you need to let go of some kind of family member who's constantly living within their old aged mind, who is, you know, emotionally abusing you, never giving you a voice? Do you need to let go of that friend who always talks about themselves, who always trauma dumps on you and never lets you speak? Who the fuck do you need to let go of, honey? Huh? Who is it? You know? Who is it? Or, for some of you, is it a side of yourself you need to let go of? Is it your own judgments? Your own judgment that thinks you do not have a voice. You do not have a right to speak up. You need to let that go. You need to speak up during the month of November. It keeps coming through. It keeps coming through, honey. Oh my gosh, yo. I'm literally getting goosebumps, you guys. Are you kidding me? We have the messenger of fire. You guys, I need you to realize that you need to start speaking up. If someone tries you, if someone comes at you, you do not make yourself small again. You are the messenger of fire. You have a fire within you, and it's time for you to light it the fuck up, okay? Just like a motherfucking candle. Light that thing up. You need to show the world that you're capable of being powerful, that you are powerful, okay? I feel like people have really run all over you in the past because you let them, which is not your fault, okay? Because we live in a society where we grow up and we're never really being taught how to develop a voice, how to speak your truth, how to set boundaries, especially if we never learned that in our childhood and our parents were very bad examples at that. They never taught us in school. Like, how the fuck were you supposed to know, right? And we kept, like, carrying these belief systems within us. And we always thought, oh my gosh, we're so small, we're so tiny. No, bitch, you're amazing. You are amazing. You have a lot of fire within you. And it's time to show other people that you have a fire within you, that you cannot be fucked with, that you cannot be messed with. All right? Even if it means that, you know, in order to get to this point, maybe it's also time to change your style, your aesthetic, to your outfit to a more like badass kind of vibe. Something like that is also what I'm getting, you know, to just appear more badass, if that makes sense. But you need to step your game up when it comes to your confidence. And Spirit is saying that, you know, especially the 2V characters you look at, you know, from your favorite shows that are like confident as fuck, especially the villains, like, please. You know, who am I talking? Let's see. Catherine Pierce, The Vampire Diaries, or I'm talking, you know, if you're a reality TV show fan, Christine Crin from Selling Sunset, okay? They do not have the most respecting behavior, but honey, let me tell you, those people, those characters, they channel this inner fire within them. And people don't try them. People see how, you know, energetically tall they are. You need to start embodying more of that energy within you as well, okay? So I hope that made sense. I just felt like you know, talking about TV characters for a moment, because at the end of the day, we are all our own TV characters, right? We can all always change up our character if there's something we don't like about ourselves, you know? And it's become so like so trendy, I guess, to, you know, step into your dark feminine era and into your villain era, right? Which is very beneficial and sometimes really helps us as well, but also make sure to not lose yourself in that, okay? Because at the end of the day, you are light, okay? You are love. So make sure that you know, what you're embodying, that this confidence you're embodying is not taking you too far away from your essence, because I feel like that happened to me in the past. So I want you to be a little careful about that, but honey, step into that fire. Step into that fire. Oh my gosh. Bitch, hello. Okay, hold up. Let me pick those cards right up because something fell down. Oh gosh. Okay, there's a love message incoming, you guys. Okay, can you feel it? We have the Hierophant here. We have, drum roll, love, hello. Bonjour, bitch. Okay, we have love here. And we have the Ten of Cups. So listen, you guys. Listen up, you guys. The second you start showing the world your fire, the second you start embodying more of that confident energy, the second you start deciding, you know, as I said, if you need to have a physical shift, if you need to, you know, wear more outfits that scream confidence, or if you need to change up your makeup style in order to feel more confident, do it by all means. The second you start stepping more into your power, you know, and showing the world that you are the one who's in control of your own reality, the second you start doing that, people start being attracted to you like crazy. We have love and the Ten of Cups here. I do feel like there are some kind of, there's someone, listen, I feel like for some of you, and this is also a very specific message, so just take what resonates, but for some of you, you guys are already in a relationship. You guys have already settled down. And there's like people start coming into your life and they're gonna compliment you, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Queen, you're so pretty, or you know, King or whatever, right? We need to go on a date or something like that. You know, do you want to go out on a date with me? And can I have your number? People start coming up to you because they see your confidence and they see your beauty, because you're finally not making yourself small anymore. And the thing is, you've always been beautiful. And like, you have always been beautiful and handsome and pretty and blah, blah, blah. But you have made, like in the past, you made yourself so small that it was difficult for people to see that. And now that you're channeling this Hierophant energy, and you're expanding your energy, right? You're expanding your energetic field. People start seeing you, noticing you, and they want to hit you up, honey, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. And if you're single, honeys, okay? Like, if you are single, expect November to be very spicy. But always choose yourself first, okay? Always. Don't let anyone run you over again. It's fine to, you know, enjoy some attention from multiple different people, but always make sure to come back home to yourself, to respect yourself, and to not let yourself be run over again, okay? You can have your fun, you can have your spicy times, you can have your hot girl autumn, okay? Which, by the way, no matter what gender you are, it's, you know, gender free. Everything I'm saying, like if I say queen or bitch or like hot girl autumn, honey, it's gender doesn't matter here, okay? Not at all. So anyway, so really, really like embody more of that confident energy, because it's already available within you. Because, honey, messenger of fire, you have this fire within you. It's time to start embodying it. Okay, so let's see who's coming your way. Okay, who's freaking coming your way? Ooh, hello. We have the card Chiron, okay? Or Chiron. Oh god, or Chiron. I forgot how the fuck this planet is called. Is it even a planet? You guys, I'm such a horrible astrologer. I mean, I'm not an astrologer. Obviously, I do tarot shit most of all. But I totally forgot what this is. Do you know? Let me know, honeys, okay? Like, if you know what the fuck this is, let me know. But anyway, so it says your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies, right? So from what I've heard from this, Miss Chiron, let's just call him that. Chiron is the wounded healer, if I'm not mistaken. I swear to God, like, if I give you, like, astrological information shit on my channel, always take that with a grain of salt. Anyway, so the wounded healer, this person coming into your life is gonna carry this healing energy into your connection with them. They will start healing a part of you that has been overlooked at for so long. And I really do feel like this part I'm talking about is you making yourself small in relationships, you thinking that you're never enough in relationships or the way people perceive you. They will start showing you like you are such a goddess or god that you have no business making yourself small ever again. This is the energy I'm getting from this person. They will show you, like, honey, you are amazing. Expand your energy. You are worthy of being seen. Okay? You are worthy of a stable, beautiful, romantic relationship. Okay? So that's on that for your love life. I don't even feel like going any further, but I keep seeing the North Star symbol for you guys for some reason. Okay, so just take that message, okay, and remember that because it will have something to do with your November. Okay, so I'm gonna put these cards away. So we're gonna take a look into your career life and see what you guys can expect coming your way in your career life and what other messages need to come through. Okay, so Spirit, what needs to come through for group number 2's career life? We have the 7 of Wands, all right? What else needs to come through? 3 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like for some of you guys, I'm getting the energy that you have basically had enough of a certain situation, especially in your career life. So you started to change shit up and you started to take a little bit of a leap of faith. I feel like it's not something crazy and intense and huge, but you changed something up because you have had enough. So you decided to channel this impulsive, fiery energy. And when you take a look at this card imagery, this unicorn, it's basically stepping off a cliff. Like this is the first thing I just saw within this card imagery. And it really represents you taking that leap of faith, maybe being a little bit too impulsive, maybe being a little bit more impulsive than usual, right? But with the 3 of Cups here, there is emotional fulfillment, okay? The feeling of being like just full of gratitude and fulfilled and grounded when it comes to your career life and your finances. That's gonna happen during the month of November, you guys. I also feel like your career will really start taking you places during the month of November, and you will be very, very fucking busy, okay? You might have to, drive to different places in order to, make your career, make your business bigger, to promote it, something like that. You might have to walk a lot. For some reason, I'm seeing you walking a lot during the month of November. With your career. You guys are moving your body a lot, okay? That's very interesting. So let's see what else needs to come through. Spirit group number 2, we have... Wow. We have the Messenger of Earth. Hold up. We have the Messenger of Earth and we have the Page of Fire. Once again, you're in a fire. I'm telling you that not only is your career life gonna blossom financially during the month of November, but there's also something about it that will deeply fulfill your inner child. Okay? Also, I feel like for some of you, you have been like side-eyeing all of these amazing items, all of these amazing clothes you have been wanting to buy, you've been longing for. Your inner child has been like, oh my gosh, I really want to buy this, and you haven't had the financial means to do so. During the month of November, you will be able to buy that shit, honey, okay? You will be able to embody more of that material girl energy, okay? I can definitely feel that. But also make sure to not overspend, to be very wise when it comes to spending money. But I really feel like it's safe for you to spend a little, especially if your inner child has been having its eyes on something, and it's been wanting that for so long. Whenever you go to the mall and you see this one thing and you're like, bitch, I need this. During the month of November, with this Messenger of Pentacles energy, which by the way, Earth equals Pentacles, um, you're also being called to raise your prices if you work for yourself. Ask for a raise with confidence. There's something about you asking for money. Spirit is motivating you to ask for money or to expand your sources you get your money from. You can easily listen, if you want like a part-time job for a while, let me tell you, there are many things that are already available to you. For me personally, during the past 2 weeks, I have been selling all of my old clothes, and I have been putting a lot of effort into it, like taking pretty aesthetically pleasing pictures of the clothes and putting them on sites like, Depop or whatever, right? And this has started becoming almost like a part-time job because I'm busy like preparing the packages, sending them away at the post office, taking pretty pictures of the clothes and blah 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 blah. Um, messaging with the potential buyers and all of that. And I literally just had to get my ass up. I just had to decide, bitch, we have too many clothes we no longer wear. Let's start selling them. Shit like that, if you want to have a side part-time job, for example, maybe you're like me and have a lot of clothes you don't really wear, just start selling them. Or you can help out at a local event or something like that. Or you can, you know, just see what you're good at. Are you guys psychics as well? Maybe right now is the time to start charging for your services and do some tarot readings for people, okay? Whatever it is. I really feel like during the month of November, um, it's a very good time for you to start a part-time job because it will bring you a lot of fulfillment, okay? There is certainly money and joy coming your way. And it's like your inner child, by all of these ways of making money, is gonna feel very fulfilled. A couple of days ago, I sold lots of my books I no longer needed. Mostly also because I'm in the process of moving out, so that's why I'm selling all this shit. That's why I'm so motivated to do all of this. But um, you guys don't necessarily need to move out to do that, right? Decluttering is always amazing and is always bringing new energy into your home life, right? But anyway, I sold all of that. I sent this thick ass package away with all of these books inside I no longer needed, received money for it, and my inner child was so happy because I was like, bitch, we have so much new space inside my shelf now. There's this new energy, this energetic shift. We got money from this. I'm feeling so good, right? And sorry, not sorry if this is boring. I just wanted to share my joy with you. So let's see what else needs to come through for you guys. We have the card Sagittarius. This energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. Okay, once again, this fire energy is present, even within your career life, you guys. So don't be afraid to find a new way of making money, even if it's just a part-time job. or to ask for a raise, or to higher your prices. Everything is starting to be more expensive, bitch. Why aren't you? It doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna pull you guys some final messages and see what else needs to come through for you guys. Um, let's see. Final message for group number 2, Spirit. What is the overall energy? What needs to be heard? We have the cards. Goddess of creation, transformation, creativity, and wholeness. So you're also being called to create more during the month of November, whether it's painting, drawing, going for bike rides is also what I'm getting. If you have a bike, definitely start, driving through nature with it more, you guys, you know? And I'm not talking like a motorcycle bike thing. I forgot what the word is. I think it's bike, like the normal kind without any like electronics. Oh gosh, I'm starting to drift off at this point. I'm sorry, guys. But definitely get your ass out more into nature is what I'm getting. Do some kind of field trip, drive to the mountains or the woods if you have any near you. Go for a long ass walk there. Create space within your mind and soul. And you can do that by going into the heart chakra of the earth, which is nature, That's why all of that is green. And then finally, we have the card number 22, Sacred Journey, Life Cycles, Family Transformation. So if you have been wanting to make amends with some of your family members, if you have been wishing for more balance to come into your family life and also your home life, it's giving the fourth house energy, your comfort, your own home, your family, your roots. There's a lot of energy, a lot of balanced energy coming into that, all right? Just know that. But anyway, group number 2, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know if this resonates. What do you wish to get out of November? What are you most excited for? Let me know. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for all of your support. I love you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful month ahead. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Okay, hello group number 3, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So let's find out what you guys can expect to come your way during the month of November. What energies you can look out for, what the fuck will happen in your love life, in your career life, in your home life. Basically, it's gonna be an all-around reading of the energies you can expect. So, you guys chose the group with the card Strength, all right? Card number 33, know your strength. So there's a lot of 3 energy here. Maybe you guys have been seeing 333 a lot, or you will during the month of November. Just know that this is fucking confirmation from the universe, honeys, okay? So I feel like with this card, you guys intuitively chose this card because you have been in the process of realizing your strength, knowing your strength, embodying more confidence. You have decided, or some part of you has decided, that you no longer want to make yourself small and that you're meant to, energetically present yourself in a bigger way, right? To make yourself taller, if that makes sense. You guys have been making yourself small to a point where you're like, oh my gosh, like I need to break out of this habit. Like you have actually noticed the clownery yourself, honey, okay? And not many people can do this. But I really do feel like you've had about enough with people treating you like bullshit, making you feel small, making you feel not heard, and all of that, right? During the month of November, there is going to be an improvement, when it comes to the way you carry yourself, to the way people see you. And I believe we had this coming up in one of the earlier groups. So it's like, people would finally start realizing that you're a bad bitch, and you would start realizing it as well. And You are just going to really flourish within your confidence and within your, within your strength and beauty. You have been through a lot, and right now you're in the process of turning all of that fucking pain into beauty, into strength, all right? Because you did not drown from all the pain. It made you stronger, okay? Wow, so I'm just gonna pull you another oracle card before we dive into the tarot reading. So we have the cards. Ooh, that was my singing bowl just coming through saying hi. We have the full moon temple, celebration, peak, transcendent moment. So I feel like there's something that you guys will come full circle with during the month of November. If you have been working on something, or if you guys have been expecting some kind of like ending or even beginning to a certain situation, there's a full circle moment coming your way, okay? And it's really gonna lift you the fuck up, alright? And oh my gosh, we also have the Homeward Traveler, which talks about completion, reunion, and return. There is a full circle moment happening, bitch, okay? And it's gonna be so freaking fulfilling for you guys, okay? And then we also have the healing temple of the lunar light. I don't even know why so many cards fell out for you. Life cycles, energy healing, communication. So this full circle moment will bring you a lot of healing, whether it's like a person apologizing, you have been waiting for them to apologize, or you have been waiting for a person to say something, or whatever. There's a lot of clarity coming your way. A full circle moment that will bring you a shit ton of clarity, okay? Oh, wow, this is beautiful. And I also feel like, if you have been traveling a lot, um, or this okay, listen, I'm just trying to get the message straight right now. If you guys have been, not feeling very much at home within yourself, within your surroundings. During the month of November, there's a sense of home, a feeling of being at home within yourself and within your body, within your surroundings. It's coming your way. It's like you guys are finally coming home to yourself. And this is all because of this full circle moment. I keep seeing this for you guys. So let's dive into your tarot reading. Let's dive into the tarot cards and see what the fuck needs to be heard, okay? Let's see. Spirit come through. Group number 3. What needs to come through? What needs to be heard? We have... Yes, we have the Ace of Cups. So you guys, if you have been struggling with your mental health, just know that there's such an uplifting energy, an emotional, fulfilling energy coming your way during the month of November. If you've been like, oh my gosh, like I've been so fucking sad for so long now. I don't know when happiness will return. Bitch, let me tell you, during the month of November, it's coming back. You will finally start feeling fulfilled again. You will finally start feeling like, you're happy and you're just feeling content. This is coming through here, which is beautiful. Yes, okay, let's see what else. We have the Eight of Cups. So you guys are leaving something behind, and this is essentially what's going to bring you this emotional fulfillment, and I'm getting, sometimes it's like we know we need to leave this certain relationship. We know we need to leave this work, this job, but we just can't, because it's like, it's scary to look over the flip side and see, what comes after we end that certain connection or that certain job or whatever, because we're scared. We don't know what will come after that, and we ask ourselves shit like, oh my gosh, like, will I ever find something that's as good? Honey, if you're considering leaving something, obviously there's better shit around. Obviously, okay? Like, obviously, if you think about leaving a relationship and you tell yourself, I don't know if I should, I don't know if I'll ever find somebody as good again, honey, if you think about leaving someone, that means that they're lacking some kind of connection with you, right? And obviously, better connections are out there or better jobs are out there, especially jobs, bitch. Okay, like if you have been so unfulfilled with your job and unhappy and you are driving to work like it's your own fucking funeral, honey, let me tell you, there are people right now less qualified than you who are living the life of your dreams just because they decided to do it and to not think so much and to just fucking do it, right? So you guys are leaving something behind, and I don't need to scare you, you know? You already know what you need to leave behind. You already know, you know? This is not up for me to tell you what to leave behind or whatever. Like, no, it's your decision. You know what you need to leave behind. You have been getting this message for a while now, and you know that once you create space, you know, once you leave behind the old, that emotional fulfillment can return. But you have been overthinking so much. So fucking much. Oh gosh. So, oh well. Let's see what else. We have the Four of Wands. You guys, listen. I swear to fucking God. And the sun is coming out as I'm saying this. I swear to God, once you leave anything that you have been like overthinking of, like leaving or staying, should I stay or should I go, blah, blah, blah. There's celebration coming your way. There's a full circle clarity moment coming your way during the month of November. You will not have to overthink anymore. The universe will put you in a position where there's a shit ton of clarity. Okay? Where there is a shit ton of clarity. And this also talks about party, celebration, you know, maybe someone within your circle might get married, you know, or, you know, might like throw some kind of baby shower stuff or something like that. Some really beautiful celebrations are coming your way, okay? And there's also this stability within your relationships coming your way. You know, if you guys are in a hello, stuttering. If you guys are in a committed romantic relationship, just know that there's a lot of stability coming your way. Or, you know, if you you know, have been wanting to have more good times with your friends, it's coming your way as well, honey. Like, there's a lot of stability within your relationships, whether it's platonic or romantic. There's just a lot of stability and celebration coming your way, and it's gonna be beautiful AF, okay? And this also could be about work, you know? Because I'm telling you, after you decide to leave what you need to leave behind, well, behind, you know, celebration is coming your way, you know? Celebration will replace your overthinking, bitch, okay? And it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. So let's see. What else? Oh my gosh. We have the Magician here. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Are you kidding? This is beautiful. You guys are being called to follow to follow your own magic and really, really ask yourself, like, what do you want? Like, I feel like you have been having this very specific dream that you want to have in your life for a while now. And during the month of November, it's finally time for you to start. It's finally time for you because you have all the tools you need. The magician says you have all the tools you need to fulfill your own personal prophecy, to follow your own fucking dreams. You have all the tools you need. You do not need to wait any longer, you guys. It is time for you to take the next step. It is time for you to work on your craft. You have something within you that you have been wanting to work on for a while. Maybe you guys are into astrology and you want to give personal readings. Maybe you guys are into painting and you want to sell your paintings. Maybe you guys are into, you know, hair and makeup and you want to offer your services to other people. Honey, November is the time for you to shine. It's time for you to shine. I'm also getting, if you have been waiting for some kind of like legal document or some kind of letter, you know, that's being sent to your mailbox, it's coming and it's gonna bring you a shit ton of joy, bitch, okay? Oh my gosh, wow. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, okay? And I also feel like you guys need to, what's the message? I keep seeing something and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? It's safe for you to look behind the surface within your own, mentality, within your heart. You're being called to do some inner healing, as well with journaling or meditation, something like that. Just know that it's safe for you. Okay, it's not as scary as you might think it is. You're definitely being called to do that, but let me tell you, stars are falling down on you. This is literally the message I just got. Because you will be so showered in blessings during the month of November. Stars, shining stars will literally fall the fuck down on you. Once you start taking all the tools, holding all the tools and using them, because you have all of them, honey, you will start attracting so many miracles. The month of November will be a month where you will notice a lot of miracles, okay? And I am fucking telling you that this talent you have, whatever you have been thinking about bringing out into the world, I just want you guys to also know that it's kind of selfish to hide your magic, because we need to share our magic with the world, because we are needed. Us healers, we are fucking needed in this world. And you guys need to share your magic, because so many people can benefit from it. So don't keep it to yourself. Don't let the ego rule over what you keep and not keep over yourself. Let your heart have that job. Let your heart decide, like, do you want to share this? Do you want to share that? There is something that you really need to release out into the world. Because it's going to bring you, first of all, it's going to bring you emotional fulfillment, and it's also going to bring you a lot of financial stability. And I keep seeing you noticing a lot of small miracles within your day-to-day life. The universe will definitely send you a shit ton of blessings and messages and what's the word? Synchronicities during the month of November, you guys, okay? Also, for some of you guys, I feel like you might be getting a tattoo. If you have been thinking about getting a tattoo or something like that, during the month of November, it might be a good time, if it feels right, if your heart wants that. And I really feel like during the month of November, you will feel very good mentally. You will feel very fucking good mentally, you guys. This is such a beautiful message. Then we also have the temptation, okay? So Spirit is coming into this reading and being like, honeys, we need to be disciplined, and we should not fall back into old habits, into old ways of thinking, past limiting beliefs during the month of November. It's gonna be very tempting, I also feel like this is giving me the energy that, you tell someone, listen up, I don't want to have you in my life anymore. I wish you the best. Bye-bye. And then they're gonna be like, but let's discuss this. Let's talk about this. Blah, blah, blah. We can fix this. And you are going to overthink if you made the right decision to leave this person or situation behind. And you feel very tempted to let them back in. But you need to remember why you decided to distance yourself from them in the first place. There's a lot of temptation that is surrounding you during the month of November, whether it's bad habits from the past, whether it's, habits you have been wanting to, let go of, distance yourself from. Maybe it's food, fast food, maybe it's, you have been in this habit of reading in the evening instead of watching too much Netflix, and then at some point suddenly it's just 4 hours of Netflix all over again. Make sure to be disciplined during the month of November and try to fight this temptation, because I'm telling you, if you do that, there's a lot of success coming your way. You want to spend your November working on your craft, working on your magic, instead of focusing on temptation and being swallowed by all of this temptation. You can do that like literally in December, like holiday season. It's cold AF for a lot of us. Um, you know, Winter time is a, time to rest, I guess. But November, there's something about the energy where you still need to just be disciplined and work on yourself, okay? Work on your craft. So we also have the Six of Pentacles. So you guys, I really, really feel like this thing you are doing, it's like I'm getting the image of you finally setting up that, like, like Etsy shop or something, or um, just finally offering your services to people, especially if you guys are psychic as well, and you have been thinking about, offering your services. Do it during the month of November because it's going to be a very, very lucky month for that, you guys, okay? A very, very lucky month. It's gonna bring you the stability and emotional well-being you have been longing for. So, with that being said, I want to take a look into your love life during the month of November. We have the moon here. Your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses, okay? So there's a lot of depth when it comes to your love life during the month of November, okay? It's not gonna be shallow, it's not gonna be boring, because best believe, honey, the moon is here, and it's, once again, full circle moment. There is some kind of full circle moment happening, and I feel like Spirit is really telling me that this is about your love life, about your relationship life. What needs to come through, Spirit, huh? Gemini. I really feel like you need to have like a heart-to-heart conversation with someone. You need to speak your truth. And the sun is coming out again, bitch. Are you kidding? You need to speak your truth with someone. You need to stop hiding your feelings. You need to stop hiding the way you feel. Even if it's, tough. Even if it's like not all love and light. You need to communicate, because Gemini, it's about communication, information, connecting, right? Talking, texting, phoning, whatever. It's time for you to get the record straight and just speak your truth, speak your mind. And that's going to be such a full circle moment for you, and you will feel 10,000 times better. There really is some kind of conversation you need to have, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna bring you the clarity you need. Even if it's uncomfortable, just know that you need to do this. You cannot, you cannot suck it up any longer. You need to let it out. You need to speak with this person. Or you need to stay true, be true with yourself. You need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. Like, what do you want? What do you desire? What has been going wrong? What has been going right? You need to ask yourself, am I overlooking something? Am I living a lie in some kind of area within my life? It's time for you to have a heart-to-heart conversation and speak your truth. It's gonna lead you to emotional health. And it's gonna let go of all of that overthinking. Sometimes you're just gonna have to do. This message is really, really, really intense, you guys. But it's gonna open a lot of doors for you. It's gonna open a lot of doors for you. The second you start speaking your truth and have that conversation, just know that a new door will be opened. And it's gonna bring you to the next level. Because it takes a lot of fucking courage to, go to someone and like speak your truth and what has been on your mind, especially if it's not all love and light, you guys, okay? So that's on that. Let's dive a little bit deeper. Spirit, what needs to come through? What needs to be heard? What needs to be heard? Group number 3, we have... Okay. Okay. We have the card Jewel Within a Teardrop. appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection, okay? And we have a hidden gift, sadness, an ending, a new beginning. So I want you to know that no matter how tough and how like emotional like this overall situation makes you feel, there is a blessing in disguise. There is a hidden gift in this lesson, you guys, especially in this conversation you guys need to have, either with yourself or with another person. It's gonna bring you a hidden gift. There's a hidden gift. There's a blessing in disguise in this situation. And you guys will start feeling that, right? And I really, really feel like you guys need to accept and let your emotions flow and not hide them anymore, especially with this one particular person. It keeps coming through here, okay? It's gonna bring you back to your true authentic self, right? And I also want you guys to know that if you're truly thinking about like, this job is not serving me anymore, or this relationship is not serving me anymore, just know that in this ending, there's a new beginning as well. As the card says, an ending, a new beginning. Endings always equal a new beginning. It's the cycle of life. We cannot have an ending without a new door opening. Never. Whenever there's an ending, best believe, honey, there's a brand new door full of light, full of, shining energy waiting for you. Don't think that you will be stuck forever after doing this, like after ending the situation. Because you will not. You will not be stuck. There is a new door opening for you. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what is not serving you. You know what you need to leave behind, even if it's tough, You know your soul has been craving for more. Speak your truth. Your throat chakra has been burning up lately because you have not been speaking your truth. It's time to do that, honey. And this is such a tough message, and I really, really feel for you guys, okay? But this needed to be heard. This really needed to be heard. So I want to pull you guys one final card for the month of November, okay? So let's see, spirit group number 3. Final messages. What needs to be heard? What needs to come through? We have the card Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. Okay, so just know, right? Whatever situation will arise, let love flow through you, because at the end of the day, we always return to love, right? Let love guide you. Let love guide your words, guide the way you act, guide, your next move, your next steps. Let love, let the divine, let the universe take over. You can always surrender, and that's the beauty of life, right? Then we also have Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey, okay? So just know that all of this, you will, at some point, you will just fucking laugh about it, okay? You would just laugh about it, and you will be like, oh my gosh, I've leveled up so much during that time. I wish I hadn't taken things so seriously, and at the end of the day, it was such a beautiful time. Like, this is what I'm getting, like, from your old self, looking back to where you're at right now. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this was such a wild path, and wow, I would never take it back for anything. Like, this is really the energy I'm getting. And then finally, we have the card View from Above. Get the big picture. So, especially if you're stressing out in like, very dense day-to-day situations, and you're gonna be like, oh my fucking gosh, I can't believe this is so stressful, and you are basically completely throwing yourself into victim mode and throwing yourself into the 3D world and just basically completely surrendering to the bullshit, or like, letting the bullshit beat you up. Just know, take a look from above. Take a look from above. Get the big picture, honey, okay? Because it's always available to you. Sometimes we're so fucking caught up in our dense, small problems of the ego where nothing else for us exists, but just know. Sometimes we need to shake ourselves the fuck up and be like, bitch, we cannot, go on like this. We need to get the big picture right now, right quick. So, just know that it's very important for you to sometimes just get the big picture and ask yourself, like, will I really worry about this in like 10 fucking years or something? I think the fuck not, you guys, okay? So anyways, group number three, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this brought you lots of clarity. Let me know if this resonates. I would love to know. And I wish you a beautiful month ahead. Thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you so much. Your love really, really do means the world to me. And I'm just so grateful, So it was a pleasure doing this reading for you. Sending lots of love your way. Bye.